Hello everyone, it's May week 2 and time for the Recycle, Repurpose, Reuse / Use Your Scraps challenge in the Facebook group, the Mixed Media Emporium. Now I'll leave the link to the Facebook group in the description box below for anybody who's interested in following along with our prompts and challenges. Now this week I am going to be doing something with this matchbox here. This is a used matchbox. It's a tiny one. Let me just tell you what this measures. In old money, it's 1 3/4 inches by 3 inches, and then in centimeters, let's have a look, 4.5 centimeters by just under 8 centimeters. So this is what I'm going to be repurposing today. Now I've also pulled out some of these bits and pieces from the Your Creative Studio Ephemera box. I do believe this is the January edition. If not, I'll leave which one it is on screen. I haven't shared the unboxing as yet, but I have made a project already with this just because it's in front of me and I'm just so inspired by this box. So I've got this little booklet of map pages here. I love these. I think these are just lovely. Then we've got one of these booklets that has got postage stamp ephemera inside. Really like this. I'm hooked, as you've probably gathered, on the postage stamp theme, which was the prompt of the month, by the way, for this month in the Facebook group. I've also got this pack of labels as well. I might use some of these. You know, I've got these on hand. These all match really well. So let's see what we can do with this matchbox. You can, before I get started, use any size of matchbox you like. I've used this size before. This is one that I made a couple of years ago and I filled it with some of my handmade vintage buttons. I just love these. I just think they're just absolutely great for keeping on your desk or near your desk with tiny ephemera kept inside. And I'll leave the link to this video for anybody who's interested. So let's get started with this here. I'm going to start by decorating the bottom and I'm going to use one of these vintage map pages. I really like this one here. That's the first one that I pulled out. I like the detail on that one. I like this one here as well. Oh gosh, now decisions. Which one do I want to use? Let me just pull both of these out and then I can decide which one I like the best. I think I've pulled out a couple of pages here. Oh no, just one. So which do I like best? And actually this is the absolute perfect size for my matchbox. I like this one. Now glue wise, I'm going to use two. I'm going to use my trusty old glue stick and I'm just going to cover this here in a good layer of glue, focusing on the edges. This gives me a really good base layer, and then just for a bit of added strength, I don't know whether I need it because I don't have any problems with glue stick whatsoever, but I am going to add a tiny amount of art glitter glue just around the outside as well. Now somebody commented on my art glitter glue bottle in my previous video saying, oh gosh, yours looks really grungy. It is because it's been refilled so many times. I buy the larger refill bottles and just refill this one here, and you know, I'm always working with different types of glue and my hands get covered in glue and it just gets mucky. That's just the way it goes. Let me just show you a brand new bottle. So that's the difference. So there is nothing wrong with this one here. It's just grungy and old. So there we have it. So that's the reason why it looks like it does. No apologies. You know, we need to use our art supplies, don't we? So I'm just going to apply a small bead of glue all the way around the outside. So, you know, for those of you that worry using a glue stick that it's going to peel at the edges, then perhaps this might be your answer. And I am just going to marry it up. In fact, let's line it up with the sides here, one of the sides and the bottom, so that we've only got two sides then to trim. And I'm just going to burnish this down. I was just looking for something to burnish it with. I'm in a different craft room again to normal, and you may be asking why. It's because mine is just so cluttered and in a horrible mess and needs a really good tidy up yet again. So let me just take this out, and I'm just going to trim around the edges. Let's just grab my scissors and trim it. It only needs a tiny bit of the top here, and that's that. You can also use an emery board if you want to make sure that it's completely flush. I always like to do this because I think it helps to burnish the paper down. So I've just gone all around the edges and I'm happy with that. Now to decorate the sides of the box, I've pulled out a couple of these stickers here. These are stickers and I've already peeled up the edges because I always have a hard time getting these unstuck on camera. And so what I'm going to do is add some glue to start off with, just to help it on its way. I'm going to use art glitter glue for this, just because on this side here, it's the side that you strike your match. So I don't think glue stick would really work on this textured surface. So I'm just going to apply a small amount of glue just to make sure that this sticks all the way to the edges. And let's peel one of these off. And I'm just going to stick it down to the side here. And again, I'm just going to have to trim off the excess once the glue has grabbed. And I'll do exactly the same on the other side as well. But I think that looks cool. So we'll do the same on this side here. Let's add some art glitter glue. I know many of you have been waiting for my glue update. And I'm just going to leave a bit of an update on the glue video itself. I just think that art glitter glue is unbeatable. It dries really quickly, and with all of the other ones that I've tried, they're just not the same. When I get around to it and I've got more time on my hands, I will do a very, very quick video. I've just been so busy recently. Now, how did I want this to go? I think we'll perhaps have this one this way around. No, it needs to go this way, doesn't it? So again, I'm just going to marry this up with the top here. This is a bit fiddly, but you know, just take your time. And again, I'm just going to leave this for the glue to grab it. No, it needs to go around the other way. You see that the text is upside down, so it needs to go on this way round. And I think I want it with this at the bottom. So I'm just going to leave that for a couple of minutes now, just for that glue to grab. Let me just show you what I meant about the text being the right way round. If I spin this, you can see that I was very close to gluing one upside down. So there we have it. I like how that looks. Now, before I decorate the top, what I do want to do is just decorate the sides here, just the top and bottom side of my matchbox. I'm not going to bother with these sides here because, of course, once it goes in, for one, it will make it too snug and you can't see it. But of course you can see these two sides here. So again, I'm just going to choose something from this little pack here. So let me just have a rummage through and see what I can find that I think will work. I've pulled out two that I think might work for this. We've got this one here, and I think it's long enough for me to be able to use just half of it on the front and the other half on the back. I've also got this here as well, which I really like, which is almost the perfect size. And oh my goodness me, I don't know which one I want to use. We've also got this actually. Hang on, would this fit? I think I prefer this one. I think colour-wise this one works best. So I'm just going to glue this down as well. So I've unpeeled the sticker. I'm going to stick this on the top so that you can actually see the information, and then hopefully I've got enough for it to fit on the back as well. Let me just make sure that I've got that where I want it and snug to the top In fact, it was the bottom edge, wasn't it, that I wanted to do it to. There we have it. And again, before I trim this off, I'm just going to make sure that that glue has had time just for it to grab. And yes, that was the perfect size. So let's just pop this on as well. Now, instead of trimming the excess off from the top, I've just folded it over. Can you see? Of course, these are adhesive, these are stickers, so that's just perfect and it looks really neat. So now that will be able to slide inside here like this. So that's what it looks like top and bottom. So we just need something now to decorate the top. So of course next I want to decorate the base side of the matchbox. Now I had intended on having this at the bottom, but as you can clearly see, I've glued this on the wrong way round for me to be able to do that. Not that it makes any difference whatsoever. I absolutely love this design anyhow, but I want to use one of the little pages from this beautiful postage stamp book here. And I'm just having a look through just to see which colours will match. I saw one up here that I liked. This one here, I think the colours match beautifully. That's the one I'm going to go for. Now, how do I want this to go? I think I'm going to have it on like this, just because I don't like this part colour-wise with the rest of it. So yeah, I want it to go on like this. So again, let me just apply my glue for this. In fact, let me just take the box out. I don't want to end up gluing my box shut accidentally. Let's apply some glue stick first, and again I'm just going to go all the way around the edges with our glittered glue. So let's stick this on, and again I'm just going to wait for a couple of minutes just for the glue to grab just before I start trimming around the edges. Burnish that down and get rid of any of the excess glue that might have just spilled out. There we have it. I think that's going to look absolutely gorgeous. I really like how that looks. So let me just show you what it looks like all around. So that's the front, that's the sides, and this is the back. And then I'm also thinking that I might be able to use the postage stamps that are left over. So this is the leftover piece from here. So let's trim this off. And then I'm just wondering whether I can glue this onto this side here. I think that will work. I think that will just really tie the theme together. Now, do I want 3 or do I just want 2? Oh gosh, and if I had 2, I think it would be these 2 that I want. That's what I'm going to do. Let's just cut that off. Yeah, I think I like that better. So I'm just going to stick that down in the top right hand corner. I've also decided that I am going to add this one, but I'm going to leave a gap. I don't think it looks right, all 3 of them lined up like that, but I do like it with a gap. Now I've inked around the edges, and let me just show you what I've done. I've inked all around the edges of the outside box, which has just framed it, grunged it up a bit. I like that. But you can see as well that I've gone around the sides of the inner box as well. So although I haven't added anything to the sides here, just because it would have made it far too snug, we've added a touch of detail so that it's not so white. I've even added it on the bottom as well. Which way round do I want that to go? Like that, I think. So next, I just want to add a little pull so that I can pull my drawer out. And I'm going to use one of these Tim Holtz Ideology hitch fasteners. These are called. I think they come in a pack of 12. If I can find it, I'll leave the link in the description box below. So now this is a bit fiddly. What shall I use? I think I'll use my pokey tool, and I'm just going to eyeball it. In fact, actually, knowing me, I won't eyeball it because, so 2 1/4. So it's going to be about the T mark. So I'm just going to poke a hole through here and just wiggle this around. And then hopefully I'll be able to just pop this through. In fact, it needs to go from this side here. And I might need to go in and make this hole just a little bit bigger. Let's see if I can do it from this end. Be really careful with your pokey tool. The amount of times I've stabbed myself is just ridiculous. And let's see if I can get this to go through. Come on, through you come. There we are. That's it. And then we can just screw this on, and that's our little draw pull, our little draw knob. I think these look so cute. Isn't that just fabulous? I just love it. Now, depending on how your matchbox looks on the inside, you could actually add another piece of ephemera or make a small collage for the bottom of your matchbox. I'm not going to, I'm just going to leave that as it is. I think the grey works really well. I think it would just be too busy if I did anything on the inside, but it depends on your matchbox. I think this one here had a plain white bottom, and so I added a piece of the masterboard. Let me just take these out so that you can see. So I decorated the bottom of this one here, but I'm just going to leave this one plain. So we just need to find something now to fill it with. What should we pop inside? So what can you keep inside these? Well, I've pulled out a few of the labels that I can keep on hand. So I've got a selection of these. Let's pop those in. I've got some postage stamps as well. All sorts of different ones here, mainly vintage, but not all of them. I pulled out these purple ones, which I thought were really lovely. So I've got those. You know, I think those two go really well together. Let's pop all of these in. And I will probably gift this in Happy Mail because I have so many postage stamps myself. So, you know, share the love. And then a couple of the buttons that I made as well. And I'll leave links to the videos, as I've said, showing how I made the buttons, how I made the previous little box as well. But I just think these are lovely little things for you to either keep on your desk or, you know, gift to a crafty friend. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this project, and, you know, I hope it's given you some ideas as to how to use your supplies. I know that, you know, I'm always plugging Your Creative Studios. I just love these boxes, and hopefully it gives you some ideas as to how to use the contents and also repurpose, you know, things that you've already got in your stash. So let me just give you a little flip again. I love this. I think this is so cute. So that's what it looks like on the inside. We've filled it with some goodies. Let me just show you what it looks like all the way around. Of course, this is the back, and this is the front. I think that's gorgeous. It's so cute. I love this tiny size as well. So if you've enjoyed today's video, as always, I'd very much appreciate a thumbs up. Do let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe either if you're not already. You know, less than 50% of the people who watch my videos are subscribed to my channel. So please do, you know, hit the subscribe button and the bell notification. But most importantly, thanks for watching. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.